Hello everyone. Today in this video we will be learning about how to use message boxes in TK Ender. So there are different types of message boxes available and some of them will make you to interact. So we'll be seeing those options in this video. So this is my simple program with a GUI. So I'll just execute it and show you like what are the widgets are available right now. So it's a simple window which contains two buttons, button 1, button 2, and there is one label. So we will be exploring message boxes with this, like what are the different message boxes are available, and we have defined functions to show how message boxes can be used to get the input and to respond accordingly. Okay, let me close this. So this is how we import the different modules to be included in TK Ender, different methods, and this is for especially for making use of your message box. So this is for defining your window. Already, if you have seen my previous video on GUI, you would be knowing these explanation for these commands. So this is for defining your own window. This window is an object where that becomes a top level object. Then we are specifying the geometry of this. I'll just run it again. So this tells you the geometry, like this width is going to be by 600 and height is going to be 400, and this one window dot icon bitmap. So this defines you what should be the icon shown on your window. When you observe here, see by default if you have used GUI programs earlier using TK-Ender, it will be showing the Python icon, but now I have given a user defined icon here. It shows like some D. You will see how it's being done and where it is located, and this is the title of my window. As I already mentioned, there is one label and that object has been labeled as LBL1 and two buttons BT1 and BT2, and this is for your main loop which makes this window active all the time unless and otherwise I exit it by clicking on this. Okay, so so what happens is, like, when I'm going to click on this button 1, which is available in window, and you have seen the caption for that button 1 is explore message boxes, and foreground is red and background is orange, and the command is click. So what happens is, I have already defined a method here with the name click. So what should happen when I'm going to click on that button? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have these message boxes will be shown one after the other, and message box as it can show the information with the info, or maybe with a warning, or maybe with an error. So only thing is, it's going to show some title as well as the content onto the message box, but apart from that there will be a logo which tells you like whether this information is just an mere information or just a warning or it's a error, or sometimes you will be prompted whether okay or cancel. That is like whether do you want to continue. In such kind of interaction we will have like okay, yes or no, or it may be some question. So we'll see one after the other. So like given these what are the combinations are available with message box, and of course I've given some dummy title here, dummy title 1, title 2, title 3, so it can be given more meaningful if based on your application. So next thing is button is this is actually meant for interacting with the command button, sorry, message boxes. Okay, let's run the program again. So here when I'm going to click explore message box, you can see the first okay, so here you can see the first message box is title 1, and it's showing information with the blue color icon or a image, with I, which tells you that this particular message box conveys some information. So next is title message box, which carries title to title, and showing warning. So here you would have seen the change. Earlier it was in blue color with I, now it's showing yellow color triangle with a exclamatory symbol showing some warning. Some warning has happened. It want to convey some warning. So next, title 3 or the third kind of message box with show error. In case some error has happened, like maybe if you are typing your password, but that password is wrong, or maybe you are not giving your username correctly, or you have not typed your username itself, and then you are clicking on login button, then it has to show some error. So that time it will be, so there is no need to ignore or something else. After reading that, you have to close it. Now the third, sorry, not third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or kind of message boxes have some interaction which tells you requesting okay or cancel, like something you want, do you want to proceed. In if that is the interaction, then I will be clicking on either okay, or if I don't want to go with the interaction, then I will click on cancel. So that is the other way of making a question. And you will observe the image is given as a question mark after title 4. Now we will be checking about ask question. So again it's going to ask a question with yes or no. Of course this is a caption given by the user or myself. So again, so we have seen 5 different message boxes. Now sixth type, requesting yes or no. Then title 7, which asks you yes, no and cancel. So if I here whatever the options I'm going to click, nothing happen because I have not written any command or a coding for that. So the last one is about title 8, which is ask re-entry cancel. So think, observe that here message boxes show info, show warning, show error. So it's not very hard to remember or uh, remember everything. Just it tells you more meaningful, more user friendly names for these methods: show method, or show warning, show error, and ask whether you want to ask okay with cancel, or just a mere question, or with yes or no, or yes no cancel, retry and cancel. So here like 3 options are there. Here only 2, here also 2, here also, here nothing, like just it will going to ask a question. Okay, now we will see how we are going to interact. uh, so here, so when I'm going to click on the second button here, interact with message boxes, of course I given both the command box with the same color, foreground and background, like red and orange. Now the command is pop up. Earlier we have been checking out click function or a definition. Now when I'm going to click on this button, it's going to be pop up. So here pop up what happens is, when the response is for ask okay cancel. See, now forget about this. When I'm going to give only this message box, it will be with okay or cancel. Now what happens is, when I'm going to the numerical value given by clicking on okay will be 1 and cancel is 0. Okay, what I mean is, when I'm going to click on this, now we have a command button, sorry, message box with okay and cancel according to here message box dot ask okay cancel. Now when I'm going to click on okay, you can see here you click okay because the response is 1. For okay it is 1, for cancel it is 0. So if my response is 1, you should configure the label 1 with you click okay. Else if I'm going to click cancel now, so it is going to the response value of this will be 0. So response is just a mere variable which is going to be integer in this context. So it's going to be either 0 or 1 based on whether you are going to select okay or whether you are going to select cancel. So since cancel is being selected here, the else part tells you I want the text to be you clicked cancel. That is what we are seeing here. Okay, so imagine, okay, let me comment this and I'll tell you another way. So here what I'm going to do is, instead of OK click, I'm going to use the response. Okay, so it's not going to say whether yes or sorry, yes or no. You click yes or no. When you say OK, so it's still running. Let me terminate the program, then I rerun because it's running the previous version. The reason for the error is like the indentation is not correct. So let me correct it. So what I'm expecting now, when I run the program and when I going to click on interact with message box, now I'm not going to given any caption over that. When I'm going to click OK, you can see it is 1. When I'm going to click cancel, it's going to return 0. Actually, these interaction is giving a integer response as 0 or 1. Accordingly, we are made our program to work like this. So we need to give proper indentation. So instead of giving showing the 1 or 0, it's more meaningful with giving a, you click cancel or something else, or the piece of code what you want to run. Like whether if you want to run some application, then I can give you have to open the application, the coding part to open that application, or if you want to delete something, that coding part should be given here. So here just we are discussing about a simple way of doing it. And coming to this one, a new one, like how to use Windows icon to the existing application. Like as I told this one. So this is actually available in my C drive. There are two icons are there, D icon and coronavirus icon. So this coronavirus icon will look like this, and this is the D icon. So this is what the present one. In case we want to change it to corona, let me change it to CORONA and let me rerun the program. So there's a problem with corona. Okay, sorry, C colon. Okay, I've given the earlier it was D. So this is what the error being shown here. Since earlier it is D space corona. Okay, so now you can see the icon of this particular window has been changed, and even for the title, because this title originates from this application, is showing this. Okay, okay, thank you for watching.